pause. Press play. Don't pause.
Comics Plus, what is going on? My name is Aka-san.
What's up, Super Crew? DC-san, good to see you again. Happy holidays.
And we are joined by the lovely Kanan, you remember her. And new to the channel, actually, here is Sakura-ko. 自己紹介どうぞ. In English, please.
I am Japanese streamer on Twitch. I do kimono and calligraphy. Nice to meet you.
So you can check her out over on Twitch. Kanan is still doing her Instagram. She's been doing good and everything. We just personally just asked them to be backup imagery for our annual top movies and TV shows. Yay!
I think next year we're going to have to add a category to it and make it either
Anime?
Yeah, games or anime, because there's animated stuff and I don't want to
Got
put
it.
it with
No,
live action. It
fair
feels
enough,
weird.
fair enough. Honestly, sometimes some of these years we should actually include games because
Yes,
Elden
yes.
Ring, God of War, boom. Anyways, we're gonna speed through this really quick because there's a bunch of people watching us getting drunk. We're having fun. It's a good time. Honestly, guys, this year films kind of sucked. They weren't terrible. They just weren't like I didn't come out like super hyped, and I think that's kind of important. So here we go. Number 5.
3, 2, 1, go!
Enola
Sonic 2.
Holmes 2.
Wait.
Enola Holmes 2.
Enola Holmes 2?
Yeah.
For me, Sonic 2. Sonic 2, good movie, feel-good movie. Got the source material fairly well. I enjoyed it a lot. Enola?
Enola, I enjoyed it because it felt like a nice connection to the previous story, potential closure, or potential opening to have another film.
Okay.
It was light. It
Oh, nice. Is that the one with Henry Cavill's in it?
Yes, he's playing Sherlock Holmes, and Millie Bobby Brown is playing his sister, Enola.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, are we ready for number 4?
You
ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Number 4.
3,
Yeah.
1,
Pray.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Pray?
Yeah.
Pray?
Because
Okay,
I was torn between Nope and Prey.
Nope, I didn't see Nope, but I heard good things about it.
Yeah. But Nope, I need to see in the big screen.
Okay.
So-
Pray for me, I just thought it was like that. Honestly, it was a kind of a damn shame that it was released in home theater. So I mean, just at home, I would have loved to have seen that.
Yeah, in the
on
theater would have been
Oh my
nice.
God, it was so good. It was so good. Honestly, Prey was so refreshing. So if you haven't seen it, please check it out.
I enjoyed it because it didn't feel overly heavy with CG. Given they have to use it for certain things.
Yeah.
But like in previous iterations, it's just been like so heavy. Where's the
Exactly.
story?
Exactly.
They went a little more of a simplified story, and I enjoyed it more.
Okay. Number 3.
Black
Rescue
Adam.
Rangers. We are totally across the board here.
Rescue Rangers.
Yeah, Chippendale Rescue
I
Rangers.
completely forgot that came out.
That movie was great.
And I did not get the chance to
It
see
was
it.
so funny. I was in tears. So
That
enjoyable.
and Sonic.
Yep,
Wait,
Sonic
there
2.
were 3 animated-ish
Yeah.
movies that came out.
And
Sonic
they
2,
all were
that,
great.
and
They all
Tom
were
and
great.
Jerry.
And also, don't forget Super Pets. That also came out. Too, yeah.
that's
So
right.
big problem is a lot of these movies go under the radar for us if they're animated because they're not heavily promoted. Black
No,
Adam.
they're not. Black
Didn't make
Adam.
my list for some reasons, but you
Yeah,
like
Black Adam made my list because it's one of the last movies I've seen.
Okay.
And because there just haven't been a lot of films where it's like, oh, let me go to the theater to see it, or it didn't make it here in time. Black Adam mainly because it's like the last DC film on the slate that was available, so it's like, okay, sure, why not?
Sakura, you like Black Adam? Do you know what Black Adam is? The Black Adam hype? Morbius? Any of that? No?
Morbius.
Yeah, Morbius, yeah. All right.
Morbius.
Okay, number 2.
3, 2, 1, go!
Avatar 2.
You saw it already?
Nope, preemptively. So, Avatar
was
came
like,
out
eh?
yesterday. Avatar came out 2 days ago. Honestly speaking, I can probably guarantee, based on the way films have been this year,
Right.
in all likelihood, Avatar is going to be probably number 2. I'm just putting up there temporarily. They wouldn't spend this much time building up a sequel after 15-something years for me to dislike it. So I could be wrong. I'll let you know. That's all.
Okay, I'll give you that. But also, it's like James Cameron. pretty much funds his own movies
Yeah.
most of the time. So, okay, all right.
It's just the money that Disney's putting into it. They're building theme parks around it. They're already working on 3 and 4.
Gotcha.
It's too big to fail, and I wouldn't take it away from the number one. But basically, like I said, this year, most of the movies have kind of been average in general, so I can't
Right.
expect Avatar to be average. It must be good.
Okay, mine was Wakanda Forever.
Okay.
Mine was Bombay. Mine was number 2 only because I felt heavy at the beginning of the film,
Yeah.
but also, I mean, that's a good thing. But also, it's one of those where it's like I just need more time.
For me, it was just too sad to make again, I like to come out excited. And while I think it was really good, I don't really necessarily would say it was
bittersweet.
a fun movie, or it was a movie that I would rewatch again, or even recommend, so to speak. Like, I felt like it was more of a,
I've seen it 3 times now,
Okay.
so I as much as I want to say that, I can't.
No,
And
and
I'm giving
I
different groups of
understand,
people, and the feel was different with each group.
Yeah.
But I will say that the last time I watched it helped me have more closure
And
with certain
I agree with
topics.
that. I agree with that.
But
And
yeah, it did feel bittersweet.
It's don't get me wrong. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
It's just in terms of like what I want to remember, so to speak.
Yeah.
I guess that's the best one.
That, and I will say that one of the best parts of the film for me, when it came to the actors, was seeing Nakia's character.
Okay.
Lupita's character, Nakia. I'm like,
Nakia was the spy one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
she fine.
Personally,
but
I
even
have a
outside
lot
of
of
that,
issues.
I like that she was there.
honestly, she should have been the Black Panther. But anyways, I digress. Okay, number 1.
I agree.
Ready? Are we ready? So the number 1 movie of Aka-san and DC Sun's 2022. Hi.
3, 2, 1, go!
Multiverse
Gun.
of Madness.
Oh, that's right. I keep feeling that was last year.
Nope. Multiverse of Madness. So Top Gun.
Oh,
understand-
man.
Top Gun probably would have made my list, but I have not been able to watch that movie yet. So I figured if I had to choose between Avatar and Top Gun, I'll give it to Avatar. I'm sure I'm gonna like Top Gun.
Now I'm mad at myself.
Yeah. Multiverse of Madness for me, honestly, was probably the only good, for me personally, the only good Phase 4 movie that came out this year that I enjoyed and that I watched again. I personally loved what they did with Wanda. Doctor Strange was there. Maybe he could have been in the movie a little bit more, but I feel like it was the only good post-Endgame movie that did something and furthered the main character of Doctor Strange. Where Thor Love and Thunder was abysmal. For me, Multiverse of Madness really didn't disappoint, honestly. And I like the vibe.
I forgot that was this year. Thanks, Google.
Okay.
That's one of those where it's like, yeah, had I not forgotten that, definitely on my list. But my only gripe with the movie was that it felt like her character
Too
went-
quick. Yeah.
went
180.
backwards.
So, yeah. Fair enough.
But otherwise,
I've heard that argument,
I,
yeah.
I enjoyed it. Damn it.
I liked it.
So we'll just consider that film my honorable mention.
There you go. Okay, I don't really have honorable mentions because this year was terrible. I know people are going to be like, Aka-san, where's the Batman?
Yeah, I was like,
personally,
you didn't like the Batman? That wouldn't be your honorable mention?
I didn't really walk out of that wanting more. Honestly, if James Gunn also rebooted the Batman universe, I wouldn't miss it, to be honest.
Well, technically, he is rebooting the Batman universe, but he's leaving
No.
the Batman on its
The
own.
Matt Reeves, if he just killed that too, I'd be like, yeah, okay, cool. Same with the Joker for me personally, but that's a whole another thing. Okay, I want to get to the more exciting stuff. TV shows now. TV shows. TV was great this year. Are you ready for number 5?
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you want to stretch your TV and make it a 10 list?
No. What?
Damn
No.
it.
Okay. All right, so number 5, TVs. Moon Knight.
Reacher.
Okay. For me, Moon Knight was good. Solid. Every episode, for the most part, good. People talked about it. I was excited.
And you guys know that I like the show, so yeah. I
Reacher,
enjoyed it.
Didn't see it. Was it good?
Yeah, Reacher was good because it was different from everything else that I was watching. Like out of what I usually watch or what we usually watch, it's definitely over by itself. It was a nice palate cleanse. It was good to see Alan Rickson in another role. He played Hawk from Titans. And it was just, he fit more of the character
Okay.
in the books. So, looking forward to seeing if season 2 holds up as well as season 1, and go from there.
Okay. Number 4.
3, 2, 1, go!
Andor.
Stranger Things.
Fuck! Fuck!
You know my feeling
Forgot
now.
about that.
Yeah,
Ah!
I couldn't forget it, especially that. Oh man, it was good.
Shit. Nah, it's okay. I'm sticking to my list. Stranger Things, my honorable mention. I thought it was good. Almost every episode was pretty well done. My favorite episode was Max running. That was the cultural phenomenon. But compared to the rest of my list, it's
Up on the
not
hill.
something it was easy for me to forget because it's such a long series. So yeah, but for me,
Fair
Andor, I said Andor, right? Andor cinematography was beautiful. The story
Yes.
I was personally engaged. I didn't recognize this as Star Wars because it was so serious and so dramatic. I loved every aspect of Andor, and they stuck the finale as well. I felt like it was great.
Okay, fair.
Cool. Did you talk about yours?
I mean, Stranger Things.
Okay.
There's not much I
Fair
need to
enough.
say.
Dot number 3.
3, 2, 1, go!
The boys. Oh, we got it. nice.
The Boys is only number 3 for me
Yeah.
because it's been an ongoing series.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed it since the beginning.
Yeah.
And it's one of those
You
where
like
it's
the
like
boys? The boys.
The Boys.
Homelander.
I don't
Okay.
see it like really falling off, so
Yeah.
to speak. It is this last season is like, where do you go from here?
Right.
But I enjoyed it. It was a pretty solid season.
Really good.
I
Really good.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Could have done without so much of the Trumpisms and the right-wing stuff, but I understand the
yeah.
political satire. Yeah.
And that really fit for last season also. So
Fair enough. Number 2.
3, 2, 1, go!
Wednesday.
Andor.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah.
I just saw the first episode of Wednesday, so I can't add it to the list because I don't know enough about the story. Andor for a lot of the reasons that he said, but reason I liked Andor, and I'd say I really started becoming interested in it from the end of the second episode. Dialogue.
Okay.
Hands down, dialogue has been really, really interesting. And then, looking for Easter eggs, stuff like that. But dialogue for it, the way it's shot, definitely. And so far, they haven't had to rely on Jedi, Sith, R2-D2, C-3PO. As a matter of fact, now that I think about it, out of all the shows and films, this is the only one where R2-D2 and C-3PO have not shown up.
And I love it for that. The reason I liked Andor is because it didn't seem like a Star Wars show, to be honest. I thought it was really good.
I liked it because it felt like a Star Wars show that was related to Rogue One, which I did enjoy.
Okay. For me, Wednesday was just such a fucking fresh air. Tim Burton being involved in it, the cinematography, it felt like a movie every episode. I love the fact that they were taking some cast members from Game of Thrones and bringing them in, giving them work to do. Most of the cast. What?
Really? I can't wait to watch more. I know one of them is there.
Yeah. I love that. I just loved.
And the original Wednesday.
Yep, and Original Wednesday. I just love what Jenny
Christina
Ortega
Ricci.
was great. It was so fresh and it was also nostalgic at the same time. And so in the finale, it was the best part about Wednesday is the fact that they kept you guessing the entire show.
Okay.
What tends to happen
So
is
I should definitely keep watching.
what tends to happen is the episode before the season finale is always like the big reveal, and then the season finale is a wrap up. Nah, 30 minutes into the season finale, you're still wondering, wait, what? Who's the killer? Like that. So
Okay.
it was well done, well written.
I will say that I have to agree with you when you talked about how the episode was filmed and it looks like a movie.
Yeah.
The first
Really well done.
episode was really
Tim
well
Burton
done.
was in on that. All right, I'm ready. I'm ready to wrap this up. It is time now for the number one TV show of 2022. Here we go.
3, 2, 1, go!
House of the Dragon. Okay, there you go. I mean,
Yeah.
was there any fucking doubt, dude?
It's one of those where it's like, if House of the Dragon wasn't on the list, you guys would unfollow it.
Dude, House of the Dragon every fucking week.
Yeah.
Every week was
Just
so
good.
good. Like,
even the season finale had me get out of the seat.
Dude, like
I loved
every
it.
episode, and just when you thought they couldn't top it, they did
topped
it
it.
again. They topped it
Yeah.
again. So, I mean,
I'm waiting for season two.
there's nothing I need to say about House of the Dragon other than the fact that the big argument is, would it be better than Guardians? Would it be better of Game of Thrones? Interesting.
Well, I'm like this. It has the potential to be just as good, if not better.
Yeah.
But also, I don't want to jinx it. So, the only thing I'm going to say is dragons.
House of the Dragon, baby, by far, guys.
Loved it.
Sakura, you watch House of the Dragon at all? I know you have no idea.
We'll get her.
what
We'll get her to watch it and see what she thinks.
Yeah. Well, okay, we're done. We tried to speed through that as much as possible, keeping this tradition alive. Make sure you check out DC Sun's socials as well.
I even uploaded a video for the first time in 6 months on the channel, so check that out.
Make sure you also check out Sakura Cole on Twitch as well. And of course, last but not least, make sure you check out Kanan on their Instagram and everything. We'll see you next year. Hopefully movies will be a little bit better next year.
And we'll add anime.
Maybe.
We might add anime and/or games to the list.
All right, well that's it, guys.
Yeah.
Make sure to hit the like button, share, subscribe. Shout outs to
Right.
KR Presents for editing it while
Thanks,
I'm in
KR.
America and all that. We'll see you guys next year, okay?
Keep
Take
it super.
care.
Happy
Goodbye.
holidays.
See you.